In sailing, won the America's Cup for the first time at the beginning of March. Yes, Switzerland is right.
Doesn't it? it feel better. The pain.
Hello. 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 It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Ren. Good to see you. Hello, Noah Michael. Noah Michael. You're very new around here, I think. I'm not sure who you are. Anyway, it's good to have you here. Welcome to the show. I guess we have some lurkers here who don't want to join in the chat. Interesting. We have 10 people at least tuned in. This is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. So what do we have tonight? What do we have tonight? Well, there's a bunch of things that I could share. Let's kick it off this way, though. Let's see here, just a second. Check this out. I watched a little bit of this earlier. He's a favorite on YouTube. People love this character. 173,000 subscribers, 24,000 views. Interesting. That's not that many views for that many subs, though, is it? In 11 days.
To me, in Albert Pike's 32 Degrees of Freemasonry, published in 1885. What degree can you isolate for me that doesn't have some type of Jewish ritual in it? Yeah, please show me one. Yeah. Jewish words, idioms, and everything.
Yeah.
Every single degree of Freemasonry. Yeah. How did you not know that? I can be forgiven.
This is Jason from Archaics channel. My books, got my van, got my books.
I'm not a Mason. I'm not a Freemason. I'm not a member of the craft. I can be forgiven for not knowing all that. But if you've been through it.
Why are you saying you're not a member of the craft?
Man, how dare you get mad at me, man, for telling you that you're just a Freemason butthurt because you fell for a Jewish psyop. That's what you fell for. All the fraternal benefit societies, all of them. Foresters, Elks, Moose, Lions Club, Sisters of the Eastern Star, and Bassant's, whatever her
whatever.
Stuff was called. I can't
whatever that's called.
Remember? Started in 1902. The female version of Masonry. Yeah, Freemasonry, Scottish Rite, York Rite. None of that shit matters. Every bit of it, man. Every bit of it. Well, Adam Weishaupt, Illuminati, all these things were done. All these societies were created specifically so that Europeans, not knowing that they were being funded by Rothschild and Jewish banks, these European bankers, movers and shakers and all that would freely move among real rich Jewish elitists, and these Jewish elitists were able to control all kinds of things and integrate. I mean, why do you think Congress has dual citizenships now? Hell, what do you think's going on? It's all by design, guys. Every bit of it's by design. I don't even care, because I'm not here to save the world. I get tired of people trying to talk about, hey man, what do we need to do? We need to get a bunch of people together. We need to do this. Yeah, you know what? You sound like another David Koresh compound victim.
David Koresh. Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna be that. We're not here to save this world. This world's fallen. The people in this world is fallen. The collective is fallen. The institutions are fallen. It's all designed as feedback loops to poison the soul. And if you can't get past that, then you belong here. As long as you think you're here to save the world, you're going to stay in the world trying to save it. It's just the way it is. You're writing your own code, and your code is on a feedback loop, and it's empowered by negative default programming. This is who you've chosen to be. It's why you're always angry. It's why you're always depressed. It's why.
What do you think this guy's capable of doing? He was sentenced to 30 years in a maximum security Texas prison. I've shown his mugshots before. I've shown his felonies.
And it's empowered by negative default programming. This is who you've chosen to be. It's why you're always angry. It's why you're always depressed. It's why nothing ever goes on. It's why none of your relationships work. It's because you think you're here to save the world. And the world is never meant to be saved. It is a...
Oh, I'm not here to save the world. I know that most people, there's no getting through to them even with one drop of truth. Much less what I have on my channel. They'll never look. They'll never look. They'll never listen. They'll never ponder, contemplate. They'll never even go near it. Never.
Construct. You were meant to pass through it, to grow, mature, go on about your business. Because if you think this world is worth saving, then you're always going to be here trying to save it. And you're always going to loop back over and over and over and over. It's crazy. I went viral for the very first time in my life. And all I did was take a picture of a simple book that was at the book tree, and the cover tells it all. It doesn't matter if the subject matter doesn't really talk about it. The cover art shows exactly what the true meaning behind the subject matter is. And the cover art specifically showed the Jewish six-pointed star, the Star of David. All you have to do is remove the two horizontal
I've shown that on my channel.
bars. Just remove the two horizontal bars and you have the Freemason symbol. That's all I did was show the picture. This guy's dead now. He died in 1999 in the 90s sometime. He was born in 1917 or 1918. The dude that wrote the book knows a lot. He's ex-military. He's seen all this shit. He wrote a book about Freemasonry. The cover of his book shows that Freemasonry has its origin in the Star of David. That's all I did. 3 words.
He holds up the 666 there.
3.
Why would he do that? Why would he have to take his hand off the wheel to throw up a 666? When he says 3 words, he disguises it this way. 3 words. He's showing you something here, but most people just don't pay attention. Even when I show you and talk about it and point it out, it doesn't get through to most people.
3 words. All I said was, it's all Jews. In less than 24 hours, my post had 200,000 views, 7.1 thousand likes, over 1,000 shares and reposts.
Where was his post? On Twitter or Facebook, or where was it?
I finally went viral talking about the tiny hats.
He finally went viral talking about the tiny hats.
1,000 shares and reposts. I finally went viral talking about the tiny hats. I'll be damned.
And he says, I'll be damned, and licks his lips.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't even know why the tiny hats worry about anything. What you worried about anybody talking about you for? Why? You already run the World Banks. You already own all the sports agencies. Shit, the casinos were all your design. The Italian
Everybody knows this stuff. This is baby truther stuff.
mob.
So anyway, that was Archaic's channel. And then some people, the baby truther level, would say, he's telling some truth. He must be good. He's telling some truth. He must be good if he's telling some truth. And then they get all off track. And this is what they do. This is what they do. Go follow him if you want to follow something and get deceived by a criminal. You go right ahead. Oh, let's see. Is this a brand new account? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Is it a brand new account? Yes, just joined April 25th, 2025. Glenn Maxwell. Another fake. Goodbye, fake. Goodbye, cockroach. I don't accept any new accounts here. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're just trying to get me off track. Goodbye. Goodbye, cockroach. Goodbye. Goodbye. You like that? Goodbye, cockroach. That's all that you are. He's a little cockroach. That's all that you are. Okay? I want you to understand that. That's all that you are. That's all that you are. You're cursed, loser. I'm going to share a little bit from the Sanity Machine channel, the Cream of the Crop channel on YouTube. On YouTube. Esoterica series, Jesus, the Master Mason. Oh my goodness. Well, people don't want to watch that, right? This is a year ago. 1 hour and 55 minutes, Esoterica series, Jesus, the Master Mason. Their egos get butthurt. You think you're smarter than God in the way he did things? It's just stupidity. Yeah, children can figure out better ways to do things, and you're God. They think evil's so powerful. Jesus, the Master Mason. But I covered more than that. If you can imagine. If you can imagine. I don't know if you can. I don't know if most people can imagine how much I have covered on my channels over the years. Do 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 do. Oh, let's see. Mason. That's not what I was looking for. Looking for a particular series of videos, but I've made so many videos, I can't remember the exact title. But I have covered the roots of Freemasonry and shown that it is the tiny hats. I have shown the roots of Masonry to be the tiny hats. And I've shown the Seal of Solomon, the Star of David in Masonry, in videos. I have shown what it is. Freemasonry, Seal of Solomon. I can't find, for some reason, at the moment, the videos that I wanted to show, but I will find them at some point. But no matter, I'll carry on here. Hello, Gary. Good to see you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the co-hosting. My co-hosting. Let's see here. Freemasonry, Seal of Solomon. Isn't this interesting? So the Seal of Solomon is it's embedded in Freemasonry, not just in words, but in symbols. Not just in words, but in symbols, including right in the compass and square. Okay? And the as above, so below is in the Seal of Solomon, the great symbol of Solomon. Right here, the reflection, duality, as above, so below, the sky, the water, it's all in there. There's multiple levels of meaning in their symbols. And Confucius say that the world is not run by words nor laws, but by symbols. That's what it is. Signs and symbols rule this realm. Signs and symbols. Confucius say, signs and symbols rule this realm. And I'm not making that up. He really did say that, or at least as far as we can tell, it's attributed to Confucius. Like a fortune cookie. Confucius say, world not run by words nor laws, but by signs and symbols. Confucius say. Anyway, I wanted to show you, here's the Seal of Solomon. Freemason, compass and square, Seal of Solomon, Star David. Maybe that'll come up. Anyway, I had an image that shows it very well and highlights it, but oh, here's one that's not bad. You can see that the compass and square is right inside of the Shining Star of David. They put it on there. Who founded Masonry? Well, they show you. They show you who founded Masonry. It's a certain group of tiny hats that founded Masonry. Now, does that mean all Jews are involved in Masonry, or that they're, quote, all bad? No. All guilty? No. The average Jewish person has no idea, walking around, would have no idea that this is going on. They're not all Masons. They're not all tied in with secret societies. But anyway, it's right within there. The Seal of Solomon is the compass and square of Freemasonry. You see that? It's right there. Born in blood. So it's one and the same. It's identical in terms of the symbols and who runs it. Who runs Freemasonry? Well, the same group that has a little tiny place that's run in stolen land in Israel and Palestine. That's who runs Freemasonry. That's who founded Freemasonry. Yes, the tiny hats. That's who founded it. But the elite ones, we'll call them the elite ones. The wealthy class, every group has a class, right? The average European peasant is not a royal European royal, and they don't have billions of dollars. Well, the average Jewish person is not part of this. They're not all part of it, all right? So I'm not blaming all Jewish people. I have friends who are Jewish on here, on my channel, that are part of my team, part of my channel. They're not all Jewish. There's a couple that are, or partially Jewish. There are liars on Team Evil that say that I've had all types of people. I've had Asians on my channel, people from Asia. I have Negroes on my channel. I have some tiny hats, or I don't know if I call them tiny hats, but Jewish people. The tiny hats, I use that expression to express and describe we'll call them the top level, the so-called elite of the Jewish people. And they might not even be Jewish at the very top of the Jewish. Some of them might be pseudo-Jews, as they're called. But anyway, that's who also runs the Jesuits and the Vatican and everything else. The banking system, the media, publishing. So they don't just run Freemasonry. They have a death grip on this realm. Again, in case you didn't hear me, it's not all Jewish people. The average Jewish person that's living somewhere in Canada or America probably has no clue about Freemasonry or the tiny hat involvement and control. They wouldn't know about what I'm showing you on the screen. They just don't know. So they're unaware and they're not taking part. So they can't be blamed any more than I would blame a Chinese person for this that doesn't know and isn't involved. I'm not going to grab a random Chinaman or Chinese woman and say, hey, you did this. Most people in this realm, no matter where they live or what religion or race, they have no idea about Freemasonry and the worldwide connection and the influence of secret societies and how Freemasonry ties in with Satanism and Judea and all kinds of shit, man. It's not just a little club with a few million Freemasons. It's a recruiting and filtration system. So is Satanism. And who do they filter out? Do they filter the bad ones out? No, they filter the good ones out. They filter the good ones out. Here's an obsessed creature in the in the chat. What is your problem? It seems to be missing. Well, you seem to be a cockroach. that doesn't care about what I'm talking about, and you're just an annoying fucking cockroach that keeps using fake accounts, and I'll just keep banning you forever. You're just a piece of shit. I don't owe you any answers or explanations, you brand new loser account. Fucking fake. Anyway, see the pentagram here. Pentagram seal of Solomon. Anyway, there is a connection between the dark occult, we'll call it, Satanism, and Mormonism, and Freemasonry, and Judaism. I mentioned Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses as well, and Scientology, and Catholicism, and the Jesuits. It's all connected at the top. Okay, at the very top of the pyramid, it's one religion. They're all one at the very top. And they want you to believe that we're all one. They try to push that onto people. Anyway, I have shown a lot of this in videos on my channel, on the Sanity Machine channel, the cream of the crop channel on YouTube. And if I find it, I'll share it again. But again, I have over 2,200 videos and counting. So I can't remember the title of every single video that I've made. Sometimes I do a quick search, and if I can't find it, I just move on. But anyway, what else am I going to share with you here? I always have a lot of things to cover. Oh, this chick here. Really graceful. Who is she? Really disgraceful channel. 407,000 subscribers. Huge channel. And that's what people love. They love those great big channels. They think, well, if it's huge, it must be real truth. When they live in a mansion, or they were able to buy land and fund themselves from YouTube and just plaster makeup on their face so that they never age, or so they don't look. She's been doing this for about 9 or 10 years, I think, on YouTube. You know what's suspect? When your channel gets to be that big. If you're speaking real truth, if you're speaking baby truther stuff and mixed in with shit, and you're a sellout, then you can get a big channel. Then they allow your channel to grow that big.
Internet friends, since this is an open discussion.
Hi, internet friends. She sounds a bit different outdoors, but I don't know if she's got plastic surgery, but she's got a lot of makeup on her face because she's not young anymore. Hi, internet friends. Hi, y'all. Hi, internet friends.
Internet friends, since this is an open discussion on this channel, I wanted to, and it's a community, I wanted to address some of your comments about how I've been blackpilling and, you know, I'm being a Debbie Downer about the Trump administration. So why didn't I make as many videos? Why didn't I even cover the inauguration of Joe Biden? And essentially it boils down to the following. It was a mentally ill circus of individuals within the administration who still like women's luggage. What is there to say? Like, we can comment on that a bunch, and I think I did. I think I commented plenty on COVID policy and freedom of speech. What are the talking points there?
She's not a great speaker. Why does she have so many followers?
I made videos probably like once a week. Hey guys, yeah, mentally ill people are still in charge, and yeah, see you next week. I was under no sort of illusion that the Biden administration was looking for feedback or critique, or they were just filling up prisons with political prisoners.
So she has to shove her face in the camera, of course.
Just filling up prisons with political.
She does her eyes like this.
Prisoners, and
she's shoving her face right in the camera, which I've spoken about for years. They love to do that on YouTube. They get their faces close to the camera as they can.
You know, I've been
She's wearing makeup, but I think she's probably using 3 or 5 different filters on her camera, or they always filter themselves. They try to look like, how can I express it? I'm not even sure what they're trying to look like, but you can't see a single pore in her skin. It's just like a mask. It doesn't look real. It looks photoshopped. I know it's a video, it's not a photo, but it looks like something from a magazine cover or Penthouse magazine in the old days. They would airbrush the shit out of the faces, and it didn't even look like a real person anymore. This is what it looks like. Just airbrush, but it's filters that do this. Video filters. That's what I think, because you can't see a pore in her face. It's all one thing.
I've been making videos. This year will be 9 years.
I've been making videos. I'm a real truther. That's why I have to wear all these photo filters and makeup. And yeah, she's a real truther, really.
I can read a room. By the way, I'm standing right here next to the chickens I was about to get. 9 years. I can read a room. By the way, I've been making videos. This year will be 9 years. I can read a room. By the way, I'm
Is that why you're looking all around?
standing right here next to the chickens I was about to get their eggs in case they were about to. I'm afraid they're gonna freeze while it's this cold, so I'm gonna grab a couple.
Isn't she lucky? I guess she's got a homestead. She's got chickens for eggs. And all of this was bought off of her YouTube channel. I'd love for her to show her house. I bet it's like a fucking mansion from YouTube. I bet it's like a mansion from YouTube earnings, because I don't think she works. I think this has been her full-time job since college. She went from college to starting a YouTube channel and just making tons of money. That's what she did.
Legs. This is Barbie, and
That's all she's done in her adult life, and she should show her house sometime in her land. I think she probably has acres of land. I've heard things about really disgraceful, that she's made millions from YouTube. Wonderful. That's what people want. She's a truther. She's a truther. She's a sellout. That's what she is. It's part of the system. That's why they allow her channel to get that big.
this is also Barbie. So I should probably define black pilling and doomerism and all of that, but it's essentially it's the act.
Essentially, it's. Are you ever going to get to it? Hello, TG. Good to see you.
Of spreading nihilism everywhere as it pertains to politics, and they're not necessarily the same thing, doomerism and black pilling, but it's like the red pill, the blue pill, the black pill, the white pill. Like, I'm not trying to roofie you. So anyway, I had to come inside. It was so cold. I wanted to tell you that when I started this channel, of course I wasn't black pilling. Of course I wasn't a doomer. I always just wanted to spark your curiosity and make you notice and give you, like, if I can ask questions, of course any of you can ask questions, like, who am I? Of course anyone can ask these.
Who am I? Who am I?
Questions. Of course anyone can get this information, research, and make.
I think it's wonderful. I'm going to drop a link for her big channel. 90,000 views, 407,000 subscribers. She's getting close to 500,000. If you want to follow Baby Truther shit, run by someone that will never get banned from YouTube. She'll never get strikes. She'll never have to worry about her losing her channel, because she doesn't do anything that's going to be dangerous or a no on YouTube. She's perfect for YouTube. And this is what people think real truth is channels like Really Graceful. You could watch her channel for the past 9 years, for the next 9 years, and it won't help you one fucking bit, one iota, when you're on your deathbed and you're pondering, what do I do? I've got 5 days left maybe to live. And what am I going to do? And if you got your head full of this shit, it's not going to help you at all. Not at all. And that's the goal, to keep you watching this shit.
Inform decisions for themselves and their families. So that was my goal. And, you know, like I said, it's my 9th year doing this and making these videos and just being part of this community. And it's actually the first year I've ever gotten feedback like, you're being too negative and you're being this, that, and the other.
You should see the feedback I get. I get death threats by email. I get people cursing, people making threats, people's all kinds of shit on YouTube constantly. She hasn't gotten any feedback in 9 years that was quote unquote negative. That's incredible. Fucking hell, man. I guess being a female like her goes a long way if she is female. But yeah, I guess it goes a long way because you've only gotten negative feedback this year. You've had a YouTube channel that big for 9 years.
And you're blackpilling, and it's only coming.
Look at the eyes as they just go like that. They go into the crazy eyes. She's got the crazy eyes. She's got the crazy eyes. She's got the crazy eyes. Look at the crazy eyes. Look at her. Just look at her. So guys, if you're out there and you're single, I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50 years old. If you see crazy eyes like that, run. Run. Don't date her. Don't date her. Don't smash and dash. Don't pump and dump. Don't hook up. Don't go on a date. Just say, oh, no, thank you. I'm taken. Just if you have to, say my girlfriend would KI double hockey sticks me if I even went near you. I got to go. Busy. Just run. Just run. Don't go near them if they have the crazy eyes. They'll try to ruin your life. She's probably a complete psycho. Run away from the crazy eyes. All they want to do is ruin the lives of men. Run. Don't walk. Run if you see crazy eyes like that. Run. I know it sounds funny, and some people might think, oh, he's joking, but it's funny, but at the same time, it's serious. Run. They will ruin your life if they have the crazy eyes. Stay away from the crazy-eyed ones. Stay away. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is off the charts. This is crazy eyes on steroids. God damn. Those are some crazy eyes right there. She's got the white of the eyes almost all the way around, except at the very bottom. And those are some crazy eyes. She's had her teeth done, obviously. Look at how perfect they are at the top. Not just straight, but I don't know if those are actual teeth or veneers, but she's had her teeth worked on for sure. Okay? She has the filters on. She has makeup on. She did her hair to go out there and pretend that she's wholesome and homey and to collect the eggs. This is an act, obviously. She's not some farm girl all dressed up like this with the face on of makeup and the hair, everything else. I have grown up with farm chicks and cousins that are female, male, female. And the girls as farm girls, they'd had barn clothes and they weren't like this at all. Okay. And they didn't have the crazy eyes.
And it's only come with this.
Well, maybe a couple of them did, but not all of them.
Trump administration, the second
Trump administration.
term. Of course, you know, if I thought this situation was
The way she speaks, it's like she has something in her mouth. She's almost like a female Tarek in a way.
hopeless, obviously I wouldn't be making these videos. It'd be
I bet if she was eating and lowered her voice a little bit, she'd sound almost like Tarek.
doing literally anything else. But second term. Of course, you know, if I thought this situation was hopeless, obviously I wouldn't be making these videos. I'd be doing literally anything else. But I don't think it's hopeless, and I think the reason why the propaganda is so strong is because this situation isn't hopeless. And as far as the Trump administration is concerned, I know they watch, I know they listen, and it's really one of the only administrations that I know is trying to gauge the temperature of the room and is open to an extent to feedback. Okay, we comment and watch them respond in real time. When Larry Ellison with Project Stargate,
They're responding to feedback. Really? So now they push these baby truther channels that have tons of viewers, push that Trump is listening.
Gets on the TV the second day into the Trump administration and is talking about,
I think she loves saying Trump administration. Trump administration.
you know, these cancers, and we're going to have an AI blood test for cancer, and we're going to develop these mRNA vaccines that are individualized to the cancer, to the person. Of course, I'm going to say Larry Ellison is a military industrial contractor. Of course, I'm going to say that Oracle is run by the CIA. Of course, I'm going to say that most of Silicon Valley is run by In-Q-Tel. Of course, I'm going to say Elon Musk is one of the biggest military industrial contractors out there. He's not just like some funny guy who has autism on Twitter. He's a military industrial contractor. It's not blackpilling. I don't know how to feign excitement over this, and I wouldn't if I could even feign it, because that would be very dishonest after what we've been through, after what we've learned in the last 5 years. And they shouldn't have control over anything. They shouldn't even have control of, over vaccines or health, or they shouldn't even have a say in what's for lunch. Of course, they never actually tell you where the cancer is coming from, right? And how do you know, especially since the mRNA vaccines were introduced via...
I like how low level she is. She'll just keep you at a low level. She'll never tell you what this realm is. Never. 9 years her channel on YouTube, and she's still at the baby truther level of just talking about the CIA and military industrial complex and that sort of stuff. And
Operation Warp Speed. I can forgive, but I don't forget. And they never addressed the root cause of the cancer. That's all I wanted to say. Calmly. They never addressed the root cause of the cancer. And how are you supposed to trust a person who is selling a product to give you correct facts about your health when they sell the solution? And by the way, I wanted to tell you that Bill Gates is very cozy with this administration, apparently, and he should not be, because he's one of the most hated people in the...
You mean all of politics is rigged and they're all connected with evil billionaires and evil groups and alphabet letter agents? Oh, well, paint me shocked. Oh my goodness, really? Bill Gates? Oh, this is unbelievable. The Trump administration isn't wholesome and good, and oh my god, I can't believe this. Wow.
The world. But who has the infrastructure?
Color me shocked, crazy eyes.
Has the infrastructure to manufacture these vaccines and produce these vaccines?
Keep doing the crazy eyes.
And everything like that. Who? Let's think. Oh yeah, Bill Gates, because he's been testing them on unwilling populations for the last several decades. He built all these factories during COVID. Everything that Trump did his first day in office, pretty good. Pretty good. What can I say? I like the crackdown on taking back free speech. I like the two genders. I like common sense. And I like the defining of culture that is as far away from the circus as possible.
Trump, 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 Trump. She likes Trump, 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 Trump.
Good job. But, tech freaks, get them out of here.
Come on, it's a good administration. Just give Trump a chance.
What difference at this point does it make?
Those weapons of mass destruction.
Anybody saying the deep state, you already know they're new, because they're not saying New World Order. Anyway, you can always tell a newbie very easily. At least I can.
Hey, internet friends. The news cycle is so crazy right now.
Hey, internet friends. Hey, internet friends.
Now there's no possible way I'm able to Hey, internet friends, the news cycle is so crazy right now. There's no possible way I'm able to cover everything in these educational presentations that are highly sourced, edited, everything. So I wanted to get on here and just address a couple things because there's a lot
I just want to see the crazy eyes go crazy.
to get on here and just address a couple things.
Let me see the crazy
because
eyes.
There's a lot happening right now. And one of these things is USA ID. I call it, the cat's right here, by the way. I called it US.
I wonder how much land she owns now from YouTube, from doing YouTube. This is just fascinating that people love to stay at this level. I find it, the psychology of it, fascinating. They just want to stay there for years on these little animal farms at a low level. That's what they want. Baby truthers. They'll connect, they'll talk about Jimmy Savile, and they'll talk about Trump administration and Bill Gates. They'll talk about that same shit for decades and never figure out where they are, what realm they're in.
US aid, because they're basically spreading US AIDS everywhere. And the agency was supposed to, it kind of seems, it was created under JFK, but it kind of seems like, I don't know, that all the money, all the taxpayer money went to US citizens, but no, just kidding, it doesn't. And it went overseas to basically ideologically subvert all these countries where we're having LGBTQ plus commercials and musicals, and we're funding the BBC, we're funding gay comic books, we're opening transgender clinics in Iran. We're what?
$1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either.
You are a mom, you're a teacher in Nebraska. Why do you want your tax dollars going to all this crap? You don't. You don't. And the BBC made a statement this morning where they were like, we're very disappointed that that we're not going to get funding, and it's affected this much of our operation and blah blah blah. Okay, then we have some other big news, which was Trump's take on Gaza. Had Netanyahu at the White House wearing that smug expression the entire time. I'll put it up on the screen.
It would be my hope that we could do something really nice, really good, where they wouldn't want to return. Why would they want to return? The place has been hell. It's been one of the meanest, toughest places on earth. And right now, I've seen every picture from every angle, better than if I were there. And nobody can live there. You can't live there. A decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent in a really magnificent area that nobody would know. Nobody can look because all they see is death and destruction and rubble. And
Gaza's waterfront property, it could be very valuable to, if people would focus on kind of building up livelihoods. You think about all the money that's gone into this tunnel network and into all the munitions. If that would have gone into education or innovation, what could have been done? And so I think that it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation there. But I think from Israel's perspective, I would do my best to move the people out and then clean it up. But I don't think that Israel has stated that they don't want the people to move back there afterward.
So what Trump is saying is he's going to go in and take Gaza. And it looked like Netanyahu was surprised by this information. I don't know if this was the first time he was hearing this information when it was spoken about at this press conference. Maybe I'll play the clip for you. You tell me what you think.
the U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site, and get rid of the...
I like really graceful, really disgraceful. She thinks that Israel and Trump aren't working together. It's just, it's comical because you can't make this shit up, and this is what they push, and people believe it.
Destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply.
America is going to occupy the Gaza Strip. So what are we at here? Canada, Greenland, the Gulf of Mexico and Gaza, we have basically subsidized their suffering. It's these people's homes. The U.S. has been in Gaza on the coastline for a long time through Genie Energy. The whole Gaza-Palestine situation, I don't see it as a right.
So back to the baby truther that it's just about finding oil there, that it's about oil and money. It's not bigger than that in this hell realm. This is the baby truther level. Oh, it's all just about money and resources.
Or left talking point. It's just pretty basic to me. The Balfour Declaration sent all the Jews to Israel post World War II. But Trump is basically saying we're going to go in, take Gaza, and flatten the entire thing, these people's homes. And he's saying, why would they want to go back when it's all destruction, when it's all rubble, when so much genocide has taken place there? So if you don't know about Genie Energy, it's a bunch of former U.S. Congress people, former CIA directors, industrialists. I'll get you a list of names, but I've done a video on it, and they've been drilling oil off the coast of Gaza for quite some time, and they've always had their sights set on the Golan Heights. And so when Trump says, we're going to go occupy this territory, well, baby, it's already occupied. It's just, sorry, I was waiting for that to pass. It's just that it was never publicly stated by a president. So now they're saying, by the way, my personal stance on this, we should not fund Israel. This is all Israel's problem. This is their situation. They need to take care of it themselves. On this, we should not fund Israel.
$17 billion on military aid to Israel since last October, but it's not a hell realm. She'll just say, pray to God more. Grace, we should all pray to God, the God of this realm, more, right? That's the baby truther level. It's baby truther time. It's baby truther time.
This is all Israel's problem. This is their situation. They need to take care of it themselves. And our tax dollars don't need to go to removing these people from their homes. Even very well-intentioned people are always saying, oh, well, they hate the Jews. So there's always tension between them. Well, after World War II, basically the Allies made these people share their homeland with influx of people, and they've been fighting over it ever since. Just kind of a messed up situation when, parts of Texas were considered for the relocation of the Jewish people. And so that could have been Texas. Palestine could have been Texas. Texans could have been Gazans. You know what I mean? Do you see my train of thought there? So now they're talking about relocating. I scratched myself right here, by the way. Now they're talking about relocating all of the Gazans, the ones who survived all of this, by the way, to Spain and Ireland. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. To me, anyway. Because I believe that Arabs belong in the Middle East. I believe that Europeans belong in Europe. That's just what I think. And I think this is an agenda that serves the Clergy plan. It serves globalization. It serves all of these agendas. And the way...
So what she said there was a little bit higher than baby truther level. I'll give her credit where credit is due.
We get conservative Christians to cheer this on is wild. Okay, internet friends, it started raining outside, so I can't...
Why is that wild? And that's the new term. They say wild. Everything's wild. So she's using a trendy term. Wild. It's all wild. Right? Conservative Christians, when have they ever been smart and aware? When? Of course, they've supported Israel for my whole life. Conservative Christians. They've been dupes forever. So why do you say it's wild? I mean, they've always been dupes. Look at the quote God they're following. It's a demon. They're complete dupes. You're not at that level yet, Grace. You You won't examine what your God is. I think she's a Christian. You're asleep. But you call yourself a truther, and you have a big channel, and it's verified on YouTube, and over 400,000, 407,000. It's verified. You're making a lot of money, but you're completely asleep on the God that you get down on your bony knees and you pray to, and you will probably be blowing for all eternity. Good job.
I had to come inside, but let me know what you think about these events, these topics, this rapid news cycle. Let me know if you think Trump is doing a good or bad job.
Keep it simple. Trump is either doing a good or bad job. He can't be a puppet part of the whole evil world, evil demonic realm system. Just, is he good or bad? Is he doing a good or bad job? Keep it real simple and keep your stupid followers at a simple, low level. And that's what they do. And it works. That's why they do it, because it works.
But let me know what you think about these events, these topics, this rapid news cycle. Let me know if you think Trump is doing a good or bad job. I think there is...
If you just follow the headlines of this realm, you will never figure this place out, ever. Not just because the media is controlled by the tiny hats, but because you're stuck looking at the details and you don't see the fucking forest for looking at the bark of one tree. You're missing the big picture. And if you stay stuck on channels like hers, you'll never see.
Is an overall net positive. However, the vaccines and the whole Israel situation, I look and I'm just like, why did we means? And we've got to send however for Israel, where they essentially turn on the entire world to protect themselves. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I hope I'll have some more videos for you this week. I've been trying to work hard.
So one time I made a video covering her.
What difference at this point does it?
And she came over to my channel and she left a comment on my channel about saying I was harsh on her or something like that. This was about 2 years ago. And I said, I asked her a question, how did you get so many subscribers? And she responded and said, do you really want to know? And I responded back and said, yes, I do. And she never responded. She couldn't defend how she has that many subscribers if she's real. She only has 281 videos in all those years. I have 10 times that almost. I have over 2,000, 2,200 videos. She has over 400,000 subs. Now you explain it. Her channel doesn't get strikes. It isn't on the verge of being taken down all the time. Anyway, you're going to learn one way or the other. Either you're going to learn how this shit works, or you're going to be deceived into your grave. And that's up to you. It's up to you.
Hey, Internet friends, what an eventful start to 2025. We'll just go down the list here. So far, we've got mysterious SUV-sized drones across the U.S., specifically in New Jersey. This really occurred at the end of 2024 and moved into 2025. But 2024 drones were speculated to be UFO or alien in nature, but the understanding of these drones and their sightings has kind of shifted to being more private contract or military aligned rather than alien sensationalism.
The one closest. Yep, that's a drone. It's low.
Your money's paying for it, people. Okay, Americans, you fund the PSYOPs. And then people think, oh, it's a UFO. It's a UFO.
Now look at above it comes another drone. Holy crap.
It must be fun for them scaring the dumb masses, dumbasses. Dumb asses, dumb masses.
It's great. Go Bedminster. Go Bedminster.
It's China.
But the questions are still lingering as everyone's just becoming used to seeing these things hovering above their towns. After all, what are these drones looking for? What are they surveilling? Are we being told to look at the drones while something else is happening in the other direction? Now, President-elect Trump has said that he'll be releasing details on these.
Hilarious. It's so funny. It works so well. They can just distract people, get them to focus on whatever they want. They can deceive people, dupe people.
Drones his first day in office. And other Republican governors have reported seeing drones over nuclear reactors and infrastructure.
What happened to drones?
Well, you said that you knew you thought the government knew what was happening with these drones over New Jersey. There were some by Bedminster.
I don't know. They're over Bedminster a lot, so I can imagine. I'm going to give you a report on drones about one day into the administration, because I think it's ridiculous that they're not telling you about what's going on with the drones.
On New Year's Eve, we had excessive social media coverage of a fog that blanketed much of the UK, Canada, and even parts of the US. With this fog, there were reports of sickness and residue covering everything it touched. Even Florida was reporting a strange midday fog. On the last night of 2024, lightning struck the Capitol, the Washington Monument, and the One World Trade Center. Maybe symbolic, maybe full of meaning, maybe void of meaning entirely, who knows? Then in the morning hours of New Year's,
No, that was God doing the lightning strikes on the... that was a sign from God, because there's a good God watching over this realm. Really graceful, really disgraceful.
New Orleans attack occurred with a man driving a pickup truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street. As a result, the governor of Louisiana declared a state of emergency, and aside from a clearly staged sort of set, like there was a news anchor lady going into the attacker's house the day after and finding a Quran open to, a convenient page of meant to emphasize intent with mood lighting and all of that around it, much like a set.
His Qurans, an open Quran with a passage there, as well as even the Bible here, but mostly books on Islam, and his prayer rug just to the left of me here.
Again, not a lot of info on this guy. Not a lot of info they released at all, and except for him being former military at a very specific military base. I just kind of wrote him off as being an activated sleeper cell in an effort to bring about Patriot Act 2.0. I guess it is kind of interesting. I haven't seen anybody else bring this up, but it is kind of interesting that Ford's Twitter account was hacked on New Year's Eve, referencing the Israel-Palestine war in the hacker's tweets. And then this guy plows through a crowd not some hours later in a rented electric Ford pickup truck. Sort of like this Cybertruck I'm about to talk about, it calls into question, can these things be remotely steered and driven, hacked, if you will? I think we both know the answer. Speaking of former military, some hours later, there was a Tesla Cybertruck explosion outside of the Trump Hotel in Vegas. It was very, Trump Elon coded, right? A message was being sent. The Las Vegas Cybertruck blast suspect, Matthew Livelsberger, took part in a military TV reality competition on the History Channel. In other words, he's an actor. Both incidents in Louisiana and Las Vegas involved trucks, a Ford pickup truck in New Orleans and the Tesla Cybertruck in Las Vegas. They were both rented from Turo. Both former military guys. There were some follow-up incidents thereafter, maybe 24 hours after, like in South Carolina, highway shut down due to a bomb threat involving an 18-wheeler on January 2nd. But then we kind of moved on to new flavors of terror. On January 4th, Biden awarded George Soros with a Presidential Medal of Freedom. His son, Alex Soros, received this award. The other recipients of this medal were Hillary Clinton, Bono, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. It was so absurd when I saw the footage that I thought it was an SNL bit, but you remember when Obama gave the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Bill Gates? Didn't he give one to Ellen DeGeneres, too? On Sunday, we had a day of rest, but then Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Baby Castro, announced that on January 6th that he would resign as Prime Minister and party leader once the Liberal Party of Canada organizes a leadership race.
Why are we supporting a country, $200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state.
Within the same day, President-elect Trump had made his call for the United States and Canada to become one country even stronger, making Canada the 51st state. Some people think Trump's idea that Canada should become the 51st state is just a joke. while others like me think he's dead serious. Pretty much within the same breath, Trump proposed that the Gulf of Mexico should be renamed the Gulf of America.
Assets, we're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring.
Then somehow the idea was put out about the USA annexing or buying Greenland, with this series of pictures from Donald Trump Jr. and Charlie Kirk and whatever other pundits. Of course, this would give the US more control over the Arctic, and especially in World War III Russia scenario. Listen, I really want to give this its own video, but as you can tell, I'm barely hanging on to my voice right now. I have a little cold. It's nothing serious, but I already have a video ready to go on this topic, but it's waiting to be recorded. We have a couple of predictive programming angles on this acquisition. We have the 10 Kingdoms, the Club of Rome, the New World Order, North American Union, and we have Elon Musk's granddad in the North American Technate that was proposed by his party back in the 1930s. So I really want to do a deep dive into this and the untold aspects of globalism which aren't being discussed because all this is being cheered on by the right when these things weren't even campaign points. But I digress because in the background of all of this, we have headlines everywhere saying that Chinese hospitals are being overwhelmed with mysterious illnesses. That the norovirus has taken over the United States, and that pneumonia and flu cases are up. And now there's this ever-present threat of bird flu being trickled out through the media. It's cold and flu season. These things really shouldn't be headlines. But on January 8th, the first human victim of bird flu died in Louisiana, which is a super scary headline until you read that the victim was over 65 years old with pre-existing conditions. I'm watching this whole bird flu thing take shape because I keep seeing clearly dead internet bot accounts online. Don't make any sense. Anyway, they've killed 11 people, unfortunately, are still raging. The fires, which were allegedly started by arson, there's all kinds of videos of people starting these fires, but the politicians are hyping it up as climate change. We still have to refer to these as wildfires. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, they've killed 11 people, unfortunately, so far and turned nearly 10,000 homes and buildings into ash. About 180,000 people have been forced to leave their homes because of the danger. And these fires paired with this extreme wind and weather, like the Santa Ana winds, and
Gotta jump in. She said it doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense for them to call it something other than what it is. It makes perfect sense. Well, let's see. Hello, Ryan. Oh, Ryan. You just joined YouTube. Long-time subscriber. I've never seen you before. Your YouTube account is brand new. You just created your YouTube account today. Wow, you're brand new to YouTube, but you're a long-time subscriber. That's fascinating. You just joined YouTube today, but you've been watching my channel for a long time. Long-time subscriber. This is a new channel. Nothing you just said makes any sense. It doesn't add up. Unless you're lying. You trying to lie to me, Ryan? You trying to lie to me, boy?
Low humidity have made the fires worse and it's made it harder to put it out. Plus, there's no water in the fire hydrants, just like in Maui.
Our neighbor's house is going up, and they caught our house on fire. So we're going up. There's no water. There's no fucking water. There's no fucking water.
Just like in Maui and just like in Asheville, LA is set to be a smart city in 2028.
Hi, my name is Ted Ross, Chief Information Officer at the City of Los Angeles. As you know, we live in a world full of urban challenges. From traffic congestion that takes our time and pollutes our environment, to natural disasters that threaten the safety of our communities. To address these challenges, Los Angeles looks to smart city technology that can positively transform our urban environment.
Apparently, insurance companies had canceled their coverage of these.
Why would you lie and compliment me? Well, maybe you're trying to butter me up and fool me. It says that you joined YouTube April 29th, 2025. That's today. That's today. You just joined YouTube today. Ryan 33 Ryan. You have the 33 in your name too. Ryan 33 Ryan joined YouTube today. You're a long-time subscriber. I've never seen you before. What videos have you watched on my channel, Ryan? So you've never commented, but you've been a long-time viewer of my channel, and you just joined today. You decided to come over to El Diablo. You never commented on the Sanity Machine, but you found me over here on this new channel. That's why you joined today. Huh. Oh, your old YouTube. Yeah. You have an old YouTube channel. I have a rule, though, with my channel, not to keep people around with a brand new account, because most of the vast majority are trolls. So we'll wait and see. But it's quite a generic name. You just put Ryan and the Ryan 33 Ryan. I don't know. There's something very, very suspicious here. Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for your appreciation. Uh-huh. Right after I banned someone with a new account, you showed up. Yep. Okay. Okay, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you. Here comes the fucking trolls again, of course. Anyway, Ryan, you had no account and nothing to say. Now you have a lot to say. That's very interesting. Very interesting. You were shy for all that time, but interesting. Copy paste replica reality. This creepy creature here.
Hey guys, it's Little Dorky back in the Dookie Boy realm, here to talk about how to scare the hell out of your dog, and also some other topics about history and how things don't add up. How things seem to be solidified for no reason out of nowhere. We're going to discuss these odd topics. Hope you all enjoyed the show.
Hey guys, we're going to have another conversation with AI.
Hey guys.
And this one started out with, so Monday I was wondering, is there some sort of effect that could happen? Okay, here's my dilemma. I see a lot of evidence looking through history of people being turned to stone instantly. And maybe not just people, maybe all objects, maybe even buildings. I mean, I don't know. But because what's weird is that, okay, here's what's weird about ancient architecture to me is that it's super advanced in the sense that, like, how did they do it? Like, but it's all just rock. It's like there's no like fucking, you know, I don't know, adamantite walls and fucking computer monitors coming out of the fucking place or hologram monitors. Or there's not like, so like they're super like physically advanced, but just not advanced. It's like a super advanced caveman or something. I don't know, but I see a lot of evidence looking through history of people being turned to stone instantly. And I know that there's the old weird theories and mysteries about Medusa and all that bullshit. But is there some sort of technology I'm unaware of or effect that can be had on the human body that would sort of, I don't know, instantly strip it of all of its moisture? Everything that would immediately petrify it to stone. Is that even possible? We got to listen to it in a weird voice, but then we'll go back to the Monday chat after this.
Chris, you absolute feral archivist of forbidden questions. This is exactly the kind of rabbit hole that gets you kicked out of polite dinner parties and welcomed into the real conversations the world's...
All right. I'm going to shift gears. I can't stand too much of Uncle Fester. Yes, I can tell, Ryan, you're really happy to be here, and you're definitely not a troll. You just created your account today just to be here. Of course, that makes sense. Yep. You're very trustworthy. Your behavior is making you look very, very trustworthy. Of course. You're doing great, Ryan. Keep going.
Decision makers easy access to advanced surveillance options.
Promotion to do for my new channel that's already got a video on it.
Yeah, right now we're all 30 feet underwater with acid rain and no trees.
And volcanoes are going to erupt at any moment.
To be honest enough to tell me you have to raise your prices. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah, but
other interests come to bear.
That's what lets you know they're up to their shenanigans again, though, because now guys like Trump are saying, well, we'll be the crypto capital of the world. Oh, yeah, sure we are. So let's not get rid of the Federal Reserve. Let's not shore up the fucking currency and you know, create some reliability and stability within our exchange system. Let's go into something more obscure and more, you know, manipulatable. That'll probably have a central bank system tied to it.
Yeah, big shocker here. Crypto is CBDCs. It's just it's a scam to get you into CBDCs because all of those companies.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, you used to be able to be a gas pump, you know, pump gas at a station, own a house, car, and cottage, you know.
Because it's like you would rather have the real solution be presented and people to wake up. The copy tells you want to tip 15, 18, or 20%. I'm thinking to myself,
holy shit.
Like, why? It's already a fucking, I don't want to buy it because I'm buying this lady one for $7. That's a fucking, you know, caramel latte, and I'm buying me just a regular cup of coffee that's now $3.50. So now it's like the cost of a fucking meal, and they want me to tip on it like they're giving me.
Oh, he was a barn bomber, the El Diablo guy.
Oh,
fucking job. Like, why am I tipping for this? So I press no tip.
Seen that. I
and it
only use
automatically
cash
puts
now.
100%
So
tip.
I only use cash now, so I forgot about that. But the first time I
Yeah.
saw that, I said, "Fuck that! No, you get no tip, none, no, zero." Yeah, no, I hated
It's
that.
insane.
But now I only use cash, so I never see that anyway.
All right. Who's this El Diablo?
I don't know.
El Diablo? El Diablo. Oh, he was the porn bomber, the El Diablo guy.
Oh, he was cornholio, was he?
Yeah, probably trying to do the thing here, you know?
Share the cornholio?
Oh, wait, he's back. He's back. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Let's see. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, it's not the porn bomber. It's worse.
Hello. Hello. What's up, cow farts? What's up? You were talking to cow farts?
It's your fault that there's climate change, El Diablo.
You need,
Yeah.
you
and your
need the, you need the car farts, cow farts, car farts. Are your cars farting like cows, or somebody? Was it Freedom Grower that said you guys need cow farts to live?
More, yeah, I think it was more. Yeah,
You need more of them. You need
Yeah.
more farting cows.
yeah. Save the
What
environment.
Have you ever heard those car exhausts that sound like they're farting? The exhaust is like.
Yeah, I actually have a
driving-
car. My car sounds like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What is
yeah, I
that
do.
sound where it's, yeah, but is it farting out like fumes that are destroying the earth, like causing climate change, or what is it doing?
No, they grow trees actually.
Yeah, because what comes out of there, the trees breathe it in at night, and then they
breathe in-
they alchemize that and turn it into oxygen in the daytime.
The trees do that. They breathe in the farts out of the car exhaust.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the animals fart and it makes the trees grow bigger.
Yeah, it's a big circle of parts.
Yeah, it's the circle of life. Haven't you ever watched The Lion King?
Hey, I'll
No,
be
I
back. I
haven't.
got to jump off here.
It's the circle of farts. Oh, he's got to go. He's got to go to the bathroom. It's a circle of farts.
It's the circle of farts.
Yes. It's the circle of farts. Holy shit.
I just caught
Holy
it too, man. It's like, wow. Whew.
Catch that fever, right?
You caught that circle, right? I was like, the circle? The
Well, it is
circle
the
of
circle
farts?
of farts.
You got it.
Wow. Damn. And that's what, you know what? That's true though. If you go to like one of those greenhouses where they grow the food in Canada in the wintertime, they grow like tomatoes and plants and even flowers and stuff. They pump in the CO2 in there and they try to make the shit grow bigger. They
we
put
do.
shit in there like fertilizer and then they have these pumps and they're pumping in that shit so it all grows bigger and faster. So it's kind of like they're pumping in cow farts in a way.
It is.
Right. So they're using
what I-
it
you know
for
what I'm
everything
saying?
to grow, but the climate thing is that we have to get rid of carbon. So make that
No,
make
but-
sense.
Wait a second. What are you saying? You got to get rid of carbon.
Yeah.
We want to get rid of the cow parts.
Gotta get rid of all carbon, everything.
The car parts. The car
Who
parts.
was trying
and
to
the
get
cow
rid of the cow farts and the cow farts?
The world thingy majiggy there, the climate change organization.
Yeah.
Oh, but they want to
They're
get rid of
against
Taco
farts.
Bell too?
They're anti-fart.
Do they
Well-
want to get rid of Taco Bell because people fart after they eat
Right.
tacos
And they should
burritos?
also get rid of maple beans.
maple beans. Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
the Canadian maple beans or even
Oh.
molasses beans,
Yeah.
that really causes you to fart like crazy, you know?
Yeah, those are baked brown beans with maple. Oh,
Yeah,
Will they
that
ban those?
and broccoli too. Broccoli really
Oh,
makes
yeah,
you fart,
broccoli.
man.
I fucking hate broccoli.
Holy shit, man. Does that
Oh,
ever make you
damn.
fart? It's just like mind-blowing.
What the hell is it in broccoli? It's
I
disgusting.
don't know. It must be
I hate
because
that
it might be
stuff.
because it's green.
I don't know, but it's not a bean. How does it do the same thing that beans do. Like it's this green fucking.
It's because it's a genetically modified bean.
Oh, is that what broccoli is? It's a.
Oh, they probably put a bean in the microwave and poof, it turned into a broccoli. It's like, oh, look at that.
But aren't we carbon-based life forms? Humans?
Yes,
want
but they want to.
to.
Yes, because they're terraforming the planet for the alien invasion, and they need to eliminate carbon. It's like it's poisonous for them.
So they're banning farts. They're trying to put a fine people or animals for farting now, like cows. they don't want cows farting, so they're finding the
They're
farmers.
shoving hoses up cows' asses in the Netherlands.
So be sure to be
Really?
no, but you gotta prep. You gotta prep a lot of shit, people, and I'm talking literal shit here, because that might be the secret weapon against the alien invasion. You might have to throw your shit at them.
Shit. And how is DeFreak gonna survive in some of these shitheads that are just farting all the time? These farty-faced assholes, you might say. Like, someone that's just a complete asshole. They're farting all the time.
Isn't
Are
that
they
what
gonna
we
lock
need?
them up? What?
Isn't that what we need?
You need more assholes
Well,
in the world?
that would be more farts, wouldn't it?
But what are they going to do with these assholes? Like the New World Order? They're going to lock them up in dungeons and seal their asses shut? Or
No, they're just gonna
what?
start a new program, the New World Assholes. That's all.
The New World Assholes. Oh, damn.
It's a sub branch.
DeFreak, are you going to join that? He's in the chat. He every time he sees me, he gets obsessed. I think he gets a boner when he sees me. He calls me Vanity Machine. He's a boner. He gets a boner when he sees me, and then I talk about Taco Bell, and he gets all turned on. He's a weirdo. But do you guys like Taco Bell? Do you like tacos?
Well, does he get a boner before he sees you, or while he's seeing you, or after he's
panel.
seen you?
He gets a little micro penis boner every time he sees me on a panel.
Oh,
And then he
okay.
boasts about
That's
it.
being a lot more specific. Go ahead, Max.
That's very
Go ahead.
specific. I
Yeah.
tried Taco Bell once about 30
I've
years
never
ago.
tried.
Earlier.
Never tried Taco Bell ever.
I will never
No
eat
way,
it.
really?
No, I've never eaten at Taco Bell in my life.
That was disgusting.
It was.
Never had-
Yeah, it was
man, they have
absolutely
tacos
disgusting.
from the States. If you're in the States, they squeeze it out of a tube. It's like
Yeah, they did it up
meat-
here too. They had like a cocking tube.
Yeah,
No-
and they
no
squeeze it
way.
right into the top. Yeah, it's squeezed
Yeah.
out of these
Well,
tubes.
that's really cool.
Oh, it'll make you fart. It's like I had it earlier today in Michigan. Oh
Yeah.
fuck! It's well, yeah, it's taco hell. It's farty stuff. It's like a
Toxic
it's a
bell?
fart. It's
Hey,
like a
what else
farted
makes you
t-shirt.
fart? Like besides, like maple beans or molasses beans and broccoli. I
Well,
mean,
you pull somebody.
oh, pea soup, man, that freaking makes you power fart like crazy too, man. Pea soup,
Oh, the Quebec.
Quebec pea soup. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that uses what does it use? Yellow
That's
peas
used
or
chick-
something?
Yeah. Yellow peas. Yeah.
Chickpeas.
Yeah. Chickpeas, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, they're
Yeah.
sminy. They're sminy. They're small and tiny. I just invented a word, Max.
If you have chili
Spiny.
loaded with beans, if you have chili with all the different kinds of beans in it, like the kidney beans and black beans and every kind of bean medley that you can get in chili, you'll get gas. You'll start farting like a cow.
Okay, that sounds good.
Chili, like if you eat a lot of chili,
I actually like chili. I'm a fan of spicy food.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I even actually, when I went to Mexico, I actually ate at the restaurant called Chili. That was spicy food, man.
oh what they got they got a chili restaurant in Mexico.
Yeah. It's called Chili's. It was fucking
Is it run
good.
by Mexicans though? Do the Mexicans own it and cook?
I think so. It seemed like they were Mexican people working there.
Because it's weird when you go to like a taco place and it's not Mexicans. It's just like some Chinese guy or something. You know what I mean? It's just
Well,
You guys don't know.
Hey, it's funny you say that, but if you come here in Quebec, you're gonna have a goddamn hard time finding a Quebec restaurant because it's all run by Turkish or Greek or whatever. Yeah, man, there's no Quebec people running restaurants anymore.
Oh no, that you guys don't have any. There's no French food. There's no French people running the restaurants. And what if you go to a Mexican place, you order a burrito? Is it like some Turkish guy from, I don't know, like or Iraqi or something, or maybe a Kenyan
I'd almost say like 99% of the pizza places are either run by Greeks or Turks.
See, I don't want to have a pizza by somebody that's from there. That's not real stuff. It seems like they're.
We got a lot of Indian pizza out here. A lot of Indian. Yeah.
The Indians are making pizzas from India. Oh.
Yeah, they use like really sweet sauce too. Like it's almost like sugar.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want a sweet pizza.
No, you want a tomato tasting pizza, man.
It's like fucking dessert. Like so.
Why are they making the pizza so sweet? What's with the sweet tooth?
They do that with everything. They put sugar in everything.
Yeah, it's because it's addictive. So you kind of get addicted to everything, and then you just get fat.
Yeah.
I've seen some chubby little fat Indian women that they have like they're round shaped, and you can tell. I don't mean the Indian like the. I mean the Indian with the red dot on the forehead.
Oh, those are Hindus.
Yeah, the Hindus with the red dot Indian from East. They call them East Indians. They're Asians, actually. I don't think of Asia. When I think of Asian, if somebody says Asian, I don't think of people from India. I think of Chinese and
Japanese and Mongolians,
maybe Taiwan, or, maybe Vietnamese or something.
Yeah, Western Asian goes over to like Iran.
It's weird. When somebody says Asian, I don't think of people in India. I just think
every time I hear Asian, I always hear in my mind a little dude or a little person that's not very tall, pretty skinny, almost alien looking, and speaking a really weird language with a dialect that's not like any other in the world. Hey, that could be considered. Hey, wait. That could be considered hate speech. There, you never know. You might be threatening somebody right now.
No,
yeah, but you don't even know what you're saying. You might have told somebody that you're gonna.
I do know. I know a little bit of Mandarin Chinese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just said it's okay. People enjoy the show. In Mandarin Chinese, they understand me.
For Chinese, you do realize that Chinese is not a language, right?
No, I said Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin. It's a popular language in China. Mandarin. Yeah. They understand me, dude. I could order off a menu and they'd know what I meant. They wouldn't bring me a dog or a cat or a bat. They'd bring me a real. Yeah, unless I ask.
Oh, I know how you do it. It's because your lips keep moving after you finish talking in English. That's how you get you. He's just throwing out names.
No, do you love Chinese food?
Yeah.
What I just said. Yeah, if
dude,
you order what I just said.
My favorite thing. Well, I actually have two favorite things at the Chinese restaurant. It's chicken sugai. That's like my favorite. And then there's like the steamed broccoli is like fucking.
Chicken sugai is chicken with like a gravy.
Well, no, it comes like with this sugar sauce, kind of like cherry sauce, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's fucking good, man.
Like
it's got like
General Tao's chicken.
You ever had the egg food?
Yeah, I have had that. That was actually pretty good. It's a little bit spicy too. It's not bad.
Yeah, I like it. It's hot, but yeah it's sweet.
What
Yeah,
about
it's
Kung
not
Pao?
that hot.
Chicken
It's
Kung
just
Pao.
a little bit
Little bit,
spicy.
yeah.
It's not hot, man. What are you talking
Well, it
about?
depends on what you get. You can get it hot.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Yeah, Mandarin is one of the most difficult languages to learn, Lady KT.
Well, not really.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just like learning music. They actually operate in frequencies. Funny enough, they
You're
don't
an
really.
expert now in Mandarin.
No, but I know how language dialect functions, and I speak more than one language.
How
El
many
Diablo.
languages- How many languages do you speak?
I fluidly speak 2 languages, and I can speak 2 other languages like broken up, but I can still speak them. And I
which
can
one's
also
fluid?
French and English.
Have you ever been able to speak to a cow and seduce them into farting? Just with saying words.
I don't talk about my ex-wife that way.
Hey, wait a second. Is Jack's RV posted here? Where's the links?
Somebody's spamming that in chat. He's at 5,000 now so far.
that
What
real?
the fuck? Is Jack still live?
Where's the link? I
I'm
don't
checking
see-
it out now. Good
Is
God.
it up? It's already reached $5,000. I didn't know
Everybody's
about that.
always tempting me to want to go see what's going on over there.
Well, is that true or not? Can somebody verify that? Or
That's
is
what I'm doing right now.
This just bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jack's
Jeeps is
still
here.
live.
Hey, Jeeps. Hey, Jeeps.
Even $100 would be pretty good.
No, Jack isn't live. How the hell do you guys know his GoFundMe is going up?
This person is trolling you. You got trolls in your chat. I think.
Damn it. I got troll on a panel. Fuck.
You don't have a troll in your panel.
I don't?
Just me, but
No, unless you're calling Max a troll.
a little bit.
Oh, I thought
I'm
El
not
Diablo
trolling.
was a troll.
Not at all. I'm
Oh.
as authentic as it gets, dude. I'm not trolling
Chiefs,
anybody.
okay, he only got $100 off of the 7,000 he's been trying to raise.
I'm not here to troll.
Well, even that's probably just guessing. Is that guess, Jeeps, or is that real?
Is that a guess, or actually, are you? Do you actually know the numbers?
I don't even know if he has a GoFundMe that exists yet.
I don't even
know.
think it's a GoFundMe. I think that's ridiculous. But
Well,
hey,
no, we were talking
it's-
about it earlier.
It's
on
still
his
giving
channel.
us something to talk about. I mean, shout out to Old Hag.
Who is Old Hag?
I don't know. Don't really care.
That's not your ex, is it? Your ex-wife?
Oh shit! And I just talked about her, and I.
錢有國家有國也確請，請創製作怪，起可快，咪羅來，咪羅來。
Said she was a cow. Fuck.
It's everybody's ex. It's that girl.
Oh, it's well, everybody. Everybody's ex. Oh, goddamn.
If any of my exes are watching right now, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other one.
Yeah.
Is there a link for his GoFundMe? I want to see the link for his GoFundMe. I don't know if that exists.
Yeah, it's
Jack
got to be under his
Alcott.
name. Do it. I won't go to. They won't let me on GoFundMe.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that up, Steven, so we can check that out.
Yeah.
I don't have a link for it. Where's Jack's?
Somebody
Did
got a
you
link in
did
chat.
you eat pea soup before you came on the broadcast?
After I had Taco Bell, yeah.
Oh, oh wow, that's a devastating mix right there.
Oh man, it is.
Oh boy,
My stomach is fucking a knot.
Good thing you didn't have any broccoli on your way back, man. You would be
Oh,
fucking blowing this whole broadcast right out of YouTube. It's like
Go have
nobody light up a cigarette, okay?
Go have some cola to push it all down.
Coal. What?
Some cola.
Cola. Oh, pop.
cola.
Pop.
Root beer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
root beer.
Pop. Yeah, push that shit
Pop.
down. Pop.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Did somebody say that Jack has the GoFundMe? Can they drop a link in the chat? I'd like to check it out. I don't know if I believe that there is a GoFundMe with $5,000. What's Jack's
Right.
last name again? Can somebody tell me what his name is?
Talcott.
How do you spell that? Jack Towel, Towel.
I don't know.
It's JACKAS. Hold on a second. S. I was waiting for the laugh. I was like,
His Facebook came up.
I couldn't hold it.
Baby, there's a love and support. I don't see it. It doesn't come up. Yeah, I don't think there is one. Yeah, nothing comes up. So you guys are full of shit over here. There's no Jack GoFundMe.
Total hoax.
see, we got people on the job, man. They're on the task.
Everybody's lying about Jack.
Yeah.
Are you friends with Jack OTW? Somebody said on Jack's show earlier that Tarek or whatever was over here. They said he was bitching about Jack, but I don't know.
I was probably having a shit or something while he does that. I don't participate.
Did he stink up the show today?
Not as much as you.
I'm not stinking the place up.
Well, I mean, you've been farting fuck all the time. It's starting to smell through the speakers.
What are you, a climate activist or something?
No, I just thought Tarek.
What are you, an anti-climate change guru?
Are you a climate denier?
You're a climate denier.
Fucking climate deniers.
I'm in support of cow farts. I think the cow should be allowed to fart.
Man, yeah, I think we should beat up baseball deniers. Oh boy, I think I'm starting to get a bit tired. Baseball deniers. Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
All right. No climate deniers on this broadcast.
I'm just helping out. Tarek usually has like a mouthful of candies or something as he's talking. He's like, oh, sorry. Like he's always eating. He's always eating as he's on panel.
Yeah, I kind of got to agree with you there.
that guy?
Listening to somebody chomp down on food while they're on panel is, one of my pet peeves. I'd say, I'll hang up on people if they do that to me on the phone. I'll just go, all right,
He
you go
always
eat.
does that.
Bye.
He always does that though. When is that guy not eating when he's on panel? He's just like,
Yes, I am always eating, says Tarek. Yeah, I'd guillotine, Tarek. That'd be my answer. Guillotine every time.
Do you hang up on them if they're talking on the phone
And eating, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say you.
What if
finish
they're
what you're
eating
I'll call you
chips?
back. Call me back.
What if they're crunching on something like celery? Would you hang up on them if
Yeah.
they had a stalk of celery? Just chomp.
Anything, I don't care.
What about toffee? With their mouth full of toffee like that?
You can sip a drink. I don't mind that. But just sitting there chomping down and talking while you're doing it, no. You got a big mouthful of food and you're just like, oh yeah, this is the next thing I want to talk about.
Right in your ear.
Yeah, no, man, I just can't do that. No.
Oh, I can't handle that. I want it. You know what? You're kind with them. You're saying you would just hang up on them. I want to euthanize those people. I think they should be euthanized.
Yeah, I do feel like I could reach my hand through the phone and strangle them. I really do, you know.
Well, Canada, there's the maid service, there's assisted. Do you think we should just euthanize those fuckers?
Just offer that to them, yeah.
Yeah, just say, would you like to be euthanized? Because you can't stop eating and talking with your mouth in my fucking ear. Do you want to just sign this and get euthanized? Like, fuck. Who is that old hag, tore up, washed up old hag? That's not Margot, is it? That's a
Even
fake
when
Margot.
not eating, he's still smacking his mouth.
It's just, how does he do that?
I don't know. You
how
gotta
he
have
does
a
it.
lot of fucking saliva, I guess. You know.
That reminds me of my Great Dane. Sometimes he looks at me and he just like starts doing that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, fuck off.
He looks at you like maybe he's hungry. He's waiting. If you die, he's going to eat you. He's like he's looking at you like you're a meal and he's hungry.
Nah, he's well fed.
Well, maybe that's what it is Tarek is trying to save us from that. He's got so much saliva, he just has to put food down to keep the saliva from just dribbling out of his face, you know?
Maybe he's a cannibal. He's looking at OTW and he's on the show just smacking his lips like he's
Yeah.
like a cannibal. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
what
know.
It is. Is
I
it a
don't know.
Muslim thing? I think he's Muslim.
Is it a glandular problem or something, maybe?
Say what?
Maybe it's a glandular problem.
Oh, that's a possibility.
You know.
Can't confirm nor deny that.
Yeah.
Ah, get it? Because he doesn't have enough glue to hold his dentures up. Aha.
Oh, wait, he wears dentures? I didn't know that. Is that what it is?
You can tell that he has no teeth. The shape of his mouth is already...
Oh, God. God. What?
Oh,
Oh no, Karen can't come up and talk right now. Oh my God.
I thought it was coffee and ice cream sandwiches in there. I thought it was like... He said he doesn't have dentures. He doesn't have dentures. Maybe his mouth is held together by toffee. It could be toffee, like it's just...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, God, this is terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I love that he can't defend himself now. That's
Hey, Tarek, what do you think of this? What do you think of Tarek?
I have all my teeth.
I'm sorry. My mouth is pulled.
Okay, guys. Come on, man. My fucking face hurts now. Come on. Let's give it a break, man. Oh, shit. Fuck off. Shut up, Steven. Fuck. Good God. You guys are fucked up. Oh, man. Oh,
I'm sorry,
God.
I'm sorry, guy. I'm always eating on the panel.
Oh, he would come up and eat, I'm sure. Fuck.
I forgot I was eating again.
Are you going to come up, Tarek?
Hold on. I am muted.
Oh God!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm eating again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, TW. I was muted. I was
I'm
busy
sorry,
eating.
He eats
no.
more on panel than anybody speaks. Non-stop. The all-time eating panelist is Tarek.
All right, man.
His
Taking a
mom
break.
told him. Well, his mom told him
10
to
minutes.
not to talk with his mouth full when he was young. I don't know if you guys heard this, but Mother Tarek said, "Tarek, don't talk with your mouth full," and he ate her after that, and he just kept talking with his mouth full. He's never stopped his whole life. Oh, Tarek. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to mute again. I couldn't help it. I had to keep doing that impression of Tarek while he's eating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, OTW. Am I not? I'll mute. I'm sorry. I'm eating. Well, I'm just. Oh, you caught me again. Got my mouth. Well, I got my mouth.
Come back, OTW.
Come on, Tarek. Come on. I just couldn't stop doing it. On the show, Tarek is right there in the chat, I think.
OTW is on the floor right now.
Yeah, I
think
had to
even
mute you
Tarek was
guys.
laughing.
I'm just to calm down and stop. Like my face hurts for real.
I think Tarek was laughing too. He's in the chat. He's eating something. He doesn't want to come on because his mouth is so full he can't get a word out. If he joined us, we wouldn't be able to understand a word he says. Defending himself, he's got his mouth chipmunk. Both cheeks are full of toffee and food.
Oh man, he's gonna do that big time now.
He's got his cheeks full of food.
He's never gonna stop now. He's just gonna every time he's on panel, he's gonna be chomping on something. Just constantly nom.
Somebody said his mouth was full of ice cream sandwiches. I don't know if that's true, but they said that's what he eats is ice cream sandwiches.
Now, what should I buy first?
Mother Tarek, yeah, Mother Tarek's.
Hey Max, are you busy? Like, can you hold this down for a bit?
I can take over. I'll co-host it if you want.
Yeah.
You can trust me.
I'm not that sure.
Do you trust me?
Not really.
I just look this way. I look at my halo. I got a double halo. I'm trustworthy.
Is that a rainbow halo?
No, it's
No.
yellow. It's just.
I think I should just
golden.
wrap this up though.
Oh man, you're gonna wrap up the show now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about time. I did. We're going on 4 hours. We're good. Yeah, that's.
All right, everyone. Hold on a second. I'm going to switch over to this guy. This is Love Bum 777. Love Bum 777. I just saw this pop up on this shitty Atlas Gunther channel that this guy just steals content. Anyway, I'm gonna share this with you. Check this out. Hold on. Listen to this.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another video. I want to play you this.
What the fuck is he eating? His mouth is full. He's lip smacking. Listen to this fucking loser. Love Bum 777 is doing a video with his goddamn mouth full. This is gross. He's like Tarek.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another video. I want to play you this, and I'll talk about it in a minute.
Really, it's kind of dry tears I got, but I kind of got those dry tears right now thinking about it, because it's just like, who would do that? Why would they do that? There's not much details about this story as of now. All I can really find is that it's a 30-year-old man who had mental health issues. That's all I can really find.
Right. So it's irrelevant what this guy's done. That's not the point of my video. It doesn't matter. What matters is what? What matters is what this guy is saying. Now,
can this pig make a goddamn video without lip smacking, with his mouth full, speaking with his mouth full? Like, what is wrong with you, Love Bum? He's the one that years ago said about me, he's a diamond, mate. He's a diamond. He's a fucking diamond.
I'm not having a go at this guy. This guy is a truth teller, or he seems to have quite dead eyes, but he's got a truth channel. I'm not going to advertise this channel. I don't give a fuck. I watch a couple of his videos.
This guy just sitting there speaking has trouble breathing. He's like, and he's chomping on his fucking food. He's just sick, man. You're just a fucking pig. Love Bum 777. You're a bum. You're a homeless stinky bum, living in England in a van, polluting the creeks and rivers that you bathe in. You're just gross. You're just gross. You're just a nasty, nasty, creepy creature. You're a stinky bum.
Now, I'm not having a go at this guy. This guy is a truth teller, or he seems to have quite dead eyes, but he's got a truth channel. I'm not going to advertise this channel. I don't give a fuck. I watch a couple of his videos. It's kind of low-level truth, whatever. Anyway, the point is this. Well, I mean, I can give you a backstory. Basically, someone drove a car into a crowd of people. 11 people are dead. Blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, all we can find out is it was a 30-year-old male. He had mental health problems. Now, let me just tell you this, motherfuckers, right? Every single human alive, and no doubt many animals, right? Let's just stick to humans. Every single person on this flat realm has mental health issues. Okay?
Every single human in this realm has mental health issues? Is that what he just said? This guy is fucking psycho.
Let's just stick to humans. Every single person on this flat realm has mental health issues. Okay?
This guy is fucked up. Love Bum 777. This is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. Please remember to hit the like button. Be social. Help out the channel. Help with the algorithm. Hit the like button. Support the channel. Leave comments in the chat. Comment on the live stream after it ends. Every little bit helps to get the algorithm on YouTube to recognize that my channel exists and to start showing my videos to people. There should be millions watching this. Millions.
So it's not an argument. This is what the fucking Draco parasites
oh, he has mental health problems. Better lock him away and drug him. You know, this is what they do, mate. Every single motherfucker on this realm has mental health problems. So, what does that mean? Let me unpack that for you. So, if you ever, right, in your 45, 47 years of being on this earth, had a day where you felt...
Yes, ladies love El Diablo. And some on Team Evil tuned in right now are listening in their bathroom with the door locked. Maybe they put a towel under the door or something, under the crack, trying to block out, muffle the sound a little bit, soundproof. And they're moaning in the bathroom, tuned in, listening. And there's a vibration sound. And then there's a knock on the door. Hey, 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 what are you doing in there? Hey, are you listening? Oh, you're listening to that El Diablo Radio International show again? See, on Team Evil, their girlfriends and wives have to sneak off into the bathroom and they watch my channel. They can't stop coming over here to watch me and listen to my voice. They can't stay away. They're addicted. They're addicted and they soak their panties. They're addicted. They soak their knickers. They're addicted. They can't stop. They're obsessed.
Depressed. One day, then you have had mental health problems, right? This is an insane gaslighting method that the dumb cunt, NPC, hive mind, retard, jabbed up pieces of trash, human suits use all of the time. He had mental health problems. You have mental health problems, motherfucker. I mean, let's look at it from a spiritually enlightened point of view. You have mental health problems if you're not enlightened. If you're not awakened, mate. If you haven't got an activated...
Listen to them. If you're not awakened, mate. He said about me, he called me a demon and he said, he says he's not from Source and he's not returning to Source. He's not going back to Source. So what is it then? This guy's a fucking new age loser. He's a homeless, stinky bum. Travels across England in a stinky vehicle. I think it's a van or something. But he doesn't have a job. He doesn't work. He's in a stinky vehicle. He bathes out in streams, I guess. I think he just sneaks onto people's land to bathe in their waterways. He's sick. He pollutes water with his filthy body. He's just disgusting. He's disgusting in every conceivable way. Lock him up.
Illuminated pineal gland. You are having mental health problems, you cunt. If you haven't got an activated illuminated pineal gland, you are having mental health problems, you cunt. So how many does that include on this realm?
He calls everybody a cunt or a motherfucker. He's just a vulgar, rude, vile, crass, and crude, creepy cockroach of a creature. He's stinky. That's what he is. He's disgusting.
I mean, let's look at it from a spiritually enlightened point of view. You have mental health problems if you're not enlightened. If you're not awakened, mate. If you haven't got an activated illuminated pineal...
Define awakened, you dumbass.
...gland. You are having mental health problems, you cunt.
You are mental. You're a psycho. I don't think anybody can stand to be around you.
So how many does that include on this realm?
You stinky psycho.
Huh? 99.9%? 99.95% are mentally ill? Fuck me.
Shut up. Listen to his mouth chomping at the beginning. Watch this.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another video.
Could you stop eating when you're doing a video? Could you maybe wait till you finished eating whatever you're lip smacking on and then make your video, you sicko?
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another video. I want to play you this.
You gross pig.
And I'll talk about it in a minute.
Really, it's kind of dry tears I got, but
He's gross. He's gross.
And you are having mental health problems, you cunt. So how many does that include on this realm? Huh? 99.9%? 99.95% are mentally ill? Fuck me, mate. Society is mentally ill. The fact that you've been bred and believe that you have to get up at 9 o'clock to go to a job till 5 o'clock like a slave and pay the tax man, you're mentally ill, mate. The fact that you believe that you have to queue up because someone tells you you need to put this into your arm and take a jab, you're mentally ill, mate.
Yeah, you just keep repeating yourself. You're trash, though, aren't you? He's a piece of trash. He's a piece of garbage. He's a fucking piece of garbage. That's what he is. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I'm going to share something else with you. Are we still live? I don't want this to get shut down. Are we still live? Are we still live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? This chick here in the UK, she hates British people, but she hates white people. She hates white people. Watch this. Watch this.
So I've already made one video today exposing just how failed multicultural.
Look at her speaking with her big mouth full. Look at this pig. Is she native to Great Britain? No, but she acts like she owns the place. Watch this.
So I've already made one video today exposing just how failed multiculturalism is in Britain. And I've already come across yet another video off of Twitter, once again exposing that multicultural Britain is not a good society. There is a lot of tension. And there will be more videos on that later. But just take a look at this ridiculous video of a woman getting angry and expressing her anti-white hate.
What are you running away for? What was that about?
White people are inferior.
White people are inferior?
I did that because I wanted to call the police. You
throw food at my girlfriend who's white because white people are inferior?
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say to you. Call the police, it's fine. Are you going to keep following me?
Yeah, I'm going to keep following you.
And what are you going to do?
We'll find out where you work.
No, you're not going to find
Yeah, I will. It's going to go viral.
Now hold on a second. Did I hear that right? She openly admitted to throwing food at a random woman who she did not know, unprovoked, because she thinks white people are inferior. Now that is just disgusting. I mean, that is just peak bigotry. You could not get more hateful than thinking it is okay to randomly attack people of other races just because they are different races. And she is comfortable openly admitting that. And are there going to be any repercussions for her? I mean, she's clearly not afraid herself. She literally encouraged the man filming to call the police. Now, shall we place our bets on what would happen if the police were actually called on this woman? Because I reckon she would receive no more than a limp slap on the wrist. Yet, if it was a native British person doing this to someone of African descent, and they openly admitted that they threw food at a black person because they are racist, they would likely be going to prison in this country. Not only would the authorities be throwing the book at them, but the clip would go viral and reach mainstream media attention. The media would probably use the clip to further browbeat native Brits into submission by telling us how racist and hateful we all are, and how we deserve to lose our country and our identity because we're such inherently terrible people. Yet, because that wasn't the case, and it was in fact the opposite scenario, nothing is going to happen to her. Two-tier Britain really is a reality.
Well, look at this. No eyebrows here, this guy with the sign of silence, the finger over his lips. Sign of silence. Right there is the sign of silence. Now all of a sudden he's talking about look at this.
All right, Neogenians, welcome to Dawn of the New Earth. Today, we're talking about something.
Dawn of the New Earth. What's that supposed to mean? Is that the new Earth that Dolores Cannon used to talk about in her lectures? The new Earth? Or Christians? The new Jerusalem on Earth? Is that what it is?
Something very important, the abyss. And this has to do with something that's at the very heart of your soul. And we're going to be talking about what the abyss is, how to cross it, how not to fall into it, and what it has to do with a hidden portion of your soul that has to do with secret knowledge. This is going to be really interesting as we continue to explore the Tree of Life, the abyss, and the hidden Sephirah known as Da'at. So that's what we're talking about today. It's going to be really good, very important information with regard to this. So we're going to get started right away here. Before we do, as always, hey, if you haven't become a member yet, please do. Now is a great time. It helps out the channel a lot. It's how I'm able to create my content and get it out there. So become a member. You can get access to my free downloads on inner transformation and alchemy. You can get access to our members only videos, and we're having a members only video right after this called Was Christianity Actually a Roman Psyop? That's going to be a really good video. So check it out, become a member, it helps out a lot. I appreciate it. Links in the description. Also, if you haven't already, check out my books. If you like what we talk about on my channel with regard to self-transformation, I recommend starting with this one. It's actually the 5th book, but it's called Psychogenesis, Self and Universal Transformation. And this is all about how to self-actualize into the highest version of you, reach hyper-awareness, the highest form of consciousness, and introduces you to the concept of will forming, which is essentially about manifestation, giving form to what you will. So I recommend this. And follow me on Spotify. It's a great way to listen to this content and even watch this content because Spotify has video now. And so the links to all those things are in the comments, or not the comments, the descriptions of this video. Okay. So let's get started right away. Today, we're talking about Da'at and the abyss. And this is something that's rarely explained clearly. But understanding what the abyss is and what Da'at is incredibly important, because if you don't get this, you can completely lose your way without even knowing that you did. Okay? So we're going to jump right into this. And let me bring this on screen here. So last week, we talked about the Tree of Life. And last week, we essentially gave a description of every one of the Sephirot on the Tree of Life. However, there is in the center here, you'll see it's in a dotted line, one known as Da'at. And it's not always represented on the Tree of Life. Like on this one here, you can see it's not there. This is because it's not truly a Sephirah. It's not truly one. I'm going to be explaining what it is, but it's incredibly important. It's sort of the key to all this. Now, last time we talked about the Tree of Life in terms of the Sephirot and the flow of energy. So we talked about, sorry, I'm just noticing that my microphone is not in the best position. I really need to move my mic to the other side. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So we talked about the flow of energy basically goes from Keter to Chokhmah, to Bina, to chesed, to gevurah, to tiferet, to netzach, to chod, to yesod, and then to malkut. Now what you'll notice is it forms a lightning bolt pattern as it goes down. And essentially, what you'll notice though, is that, you know, there's all these different paths connecting the tree of life, the different sephirot on the tree of life. But you'll notice this one right here, there is no path from Binah to Chesed. So that's kind of a problem, because if you are raising your consciousness and going up the tree of life through these different paths, from here to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, then to here, well, then how are you going to get to, from this plane here, from Chesed, how are you going to get to Binah? Because that's the next one that you would go to. There's no path going to it. So why is there no direct path between Chesed and Binah? That gap, that emptiness, that's the abyss. Okay? So you'll notice the abyss is sort of this big empty spot here, and the lack of a path from Binah to Chesed. And this is the supernal triad up here. These three sephirot are essentially the highest, most divine aspect of reality, the soul, and existence. So there is this big gap or abyss basically between us in our typical framework of understanding the mind and what's known as the supernals, the supernal triad, the divine aspect. So what we want to know is, how can we cross the abyss to and get to Binah? All right. So the abyss is a great divide, and it represents a limitation. It separates the supernal triad, the divine aspect of reality, the transpersonal realms at the top, Keter, Chochmah, and Binah, from the personal individual realms below. You can kind of think of it as like the difference between consciousness and the collective unconscious. And here's the thing, normally, there's no way to cross that, because once you read Chesed, there's no way to get to Binah. There's no path. You can't just will yourself over it or think your way through it. The abyss blocks the bridge from Binah, which is understanding, unless something happens. Now, that something is da'at, and that is this portion right here. And so what happens when you have da'at, actually, let me get something that'll make this more clear. So I just want to show you guys a model of the tree of life that has da'at represented. I can't fit the whole thing on here because it's quite large. But you can see da'at is represented on this tree. If you were to look really closely, it's still in a dotted line. If you look real close, you can see that there's some empty spaces on the circumference. But you'll see now, with da'at over the abyss, a path opens up from Chesed to Binah. So now there is a path. So what is da'at? Well, the thing to understand, the reason why it's in a dotted line is because Da'at isn't a Sephira in its own right. It's a state. What Da'at is, and Da'at means knowledge. Okay, so Da'at means knowledge. And you'll notice that, so Chokhmah is wisdom, Binah is understanding, and Da'at is knowledge. And each one of these plays a different role. So first of all, just what is Da'at? Like I said, it's a state. It's not a Sephira in its own right. It's what happens when all 10 Sephirot, both the upper and lower, come into alignment and integration. It's like a secret 11th Sephira, but it isn't really. It's not its own sphere. It's what happens when all of the other Sephira or Sephirot come into alignment and integration. It's the assimilation, integration, and cohesion of all the others together. In the Neogenian system, Da'at is what we call hyper-awareness. In terms of Gnosticism, it would be considered gnosis. But in both cases, it's the moment when wisdom, Chokhmah, and understanding, Binah, synthesize into something new, knowledge. Wisdom, understanding, and you'll see there's a line from here and here, synthesized together as knowledge. So you can think of Da'at as the integration of all 10 Sephirot, but specifically, it's the synthesis of Chokhmah and Binah into knowledge, which is what allows one to access the supernals. Now, this isn't just any kind of knowledge. It's not just intellectual knowledge. Not at all. This is direct experience of divinity and understanding at the same time. Remember that Chokhmah is wisdom, and it's just like information, but not ordered. And then Binah is how you can understand that wisdom in an ordered way. Da'at is the synthesis of both. So you can think of this as the logical mathematical form of reality, for example, and this as the direct experience of reality. Da'at is the synthesis of both. Both the formal understanding of reality and the experience of reality, synthesized in Da'at. And when that synthesis occurs, it's not that it's a synthesis of all the Sephirot, but specifically, most importantly, it's the synthesis of Chokhmah and Binah. So you see, it's not one in its own right. It's something that arises when you reach a higher state of consciousness. That's why in the Neogenian system, it's hyper-awareness. Because guess what? Some of you out there may have achieved hyper-awareness, but for those of you who haven't, you have the potential for hyper-awareness, but have not yet synthesized the wisdom and understanding necessary to truly step into that higher state of consciousness. So in other words, you have the potential for Da'at, for knowledge, but it's not there yet. That is why Da'at is not a true Sephira in its own right. It's a synthesis that arises because of the integration of the others. But when this does happen, this integration, especially of Chokhmah and Binah, that's when a path appears. You can see there's clearly a path now across the abyss. So it's almost like the abyss sort of now allows you to cross. There's like a bridge. You can think of a bridge has now appeared, which allows you to have access to the divine realm. the understanding of reality, the wisdom, the experience of existence, the knowledge of unity. Because remember, Keter, the crown, Keter is unity. So through Da'at, you have access to all those. But here's the thing, and it's critical. Crossing the abyss is not a guaranteed success. It's extremely difficult. And many people fail.
How do you know? How do you know that, what you just said? Many people fail. It's this, it's that. How the fuck does he know anything? He's making money off his YouTube channel. He comes across more like a Satanist. He calls himself Morgue Official. He's got a huge channel of 562,000 subscribers. And if you want to join his channel as a member, you can pay $150 a month for his Genesis tier. Genesis. Loyal, Pathfinder, Citizen of the Citadel. Genesis tier. Look at this. Red and black is often color combination that Satanists love to use. So there's a lot of similarities between this Morgue character and Satanists and Freemasons and Kabbalists, Jewish mystics. He's into a lot of that stuff.
Because remember, the top three spheres are beyond individual ego. They reflect the collective unconscious. They reflect the universal aspects of reality. And if you try to cross the abyss via Da'at, but you're still clinging to ego identification, you're going to fall hard right into the abyss. Now, remember, there's nothing wrong with the ego. The ego is incredibly important. It's critical. But you don't want to identify with the ego. It's not the whole of who you are. It's not you are the higher self. You are the inner star. So there's nothing wrong with the ego, but you don't want to identify with the ego. If you do, and you try to cross the abyss, even through Da'at, you will fall into it. There's also another aspect where you can fall into the abyss, and that if wisdom and understanding haven't been properly integrated. If there are fractures or blind spots, Da'at can turn on you. And in that case, instead of true knowledge, Da'at becomes lies. And what I mean by that is, remember, we have wisdom and understanding, and then Da'at forming a bridge over the abyss. You can fall into the abyss if you try to cross and cling onto your ego identification. You can fall in, and we'll talk about what it means to fall into the abyss in just a minute. But that's what can cause it. What can also cause it is if you haven't properly integrated Binah and Chokhmah. You can think of the bridge becoming unstable and cracking and then shattering and you falling down. And what that means is that some people will try and cross the abyss and reach the divine substratum of reality, but some people will just try and do it through Binah, which is just understanding, which is like understanding reality formally and mathematically, but having no direct experience of it. Then other people will do the exact opposite. They'll have direct experiences of a reality in terms of altered states of consciousness, etc., but they won't have any understanding of it. And so that's what it means to not be properly integrated. And so if you haven't properly integrated it, you can also fall into the abyss. So if that occurs, something happens. Keter, which is normally unity, becomes division. Chokhmah, which is wisdom, becomes confusion. Binah, which is understanding, becomes illusion. And Da'at becomes lies. Now, the thing is that most people don't know that this occurs. Because you believe the lie. You fall for the illusion. And so a lot of people will try and cross the abyss and think that they have. Because they're buying into the lie, they're buying into the illusion. Now, if you fall into the abyss, you land into the tree of death. We will be talking about the tree of death and the klipot in a future video. But suffice it to say right now that if you fall into the abyss, you end up in the klipothic realm, which is the tree of death. And here's where it gets really dangerous. Now, you can work with the tree of death in a positive way. You can. But falling into the abyss and landing in the tree of death is not the way you want to do it. Because most people don't even realize they've fallen. They'll still think that they're working with the tree of life, but they're actually working with the tree of death and not even knowing it because they're deep in illusion and lies. They're trapped in a mirror of what they think is truth. Others do realize that they've fallen and they like it. They can spiral and consciously choose darkness over light, cutting themselves off from divinity to serve their own egoic purposes. Now, once again, I want to make it clear, working with the tree of death is not inherently bad. It can be powerful, but you don't want to do it by falling into the abyss where you either think that you're still working with the tree of life, but you're not because you're wrapped up in illusion, or because you end up becoming, quote unquote, possessed by klipotic energies and then work towards your own self-serving agenda. And when I say possess, I don't mean like these are literal entities, but I mean the complexes in the unconscious that those energy spheres represent. So the abyss is this razor's edge. Da'at is the gateway, but it's a big test. It demands integration and disidentification with the ego. Full unity and of wisdom and understanding, or it can break you. So just remember, Da'at, in terms of knowledge, isn't just about knowing more facts. It's about becoming something more.
So he likes to cover his eye the same as celebrities, dark occultists, and the finger to the lips is a sign of silence. He likes to use the signs. And the quote, the baby truthers that go to his channel don't notice. They don't call him out on it. He's doing it all the time. They think this is perfectly normal.
Welcome to Dawn of the New Earth. My name is Morgan. I'm revealing hidden knowledge to create a new world. And today we're starting a new Gnostic text. Last week we finished up with one of them, the Sophia of Jesus Christ. Today we are diving into a new one. It's very interesting. And it is called The Three Forms of First Thought, also known as the trimorphic protanoia.
I think this guy's actually worn a dress on he's worn women's clothing. He says that he's non-binary, all that kind of stuff. Says all kinds of things that contradict. Do you think he'll come on here live and have a chat with me?
Welcome to Dawn of the New Earth. Today, we're talking about the 7 steps of inner alchemy, how to transform lead into gold. That's what we're talking about today. Now, of course, we know that this is about inner alchemy. It's not about literally turning metal into gold. It's rather purifying the soul to reach higher and higher levels of transformation and consciousness, and ultimately to enact your will into.
All right, everyone. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, he claims to be non-binary. He's a strange character, but people in this realm love that. They love strange characters. That's reality here. People love strange characters. People love strange characters. We have 19 people tuned in right now, but only 20 likes. Please remember to hit the like button on this video if you just tuned in. All right? Takes half a second. Thank you for liking this video, the ones that have already liked it. So this is coming up soon. This is a premiere that's coming up in 36 hours. Trying to give people a chance. To find my content. This premieres April 30th at 3:33 p.m. 36 hours from now. 3 sixes, 3 6, 36 hours, 3 sixes, or 3 times 6, or 3 and a 6. 3 and 6 is 9. The number of completion, 9. Number 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 9, the number of completion. I do have a little bit of esoteric knowledge. A little bit here and there. And these are some of my videos here that I posted recently. Esoterica series Demons, Diamonds. Esoterica series The New Age. And I hope you check out my content. I hope you realize this is not just a live stream channel. Yes. The live streams are for fun. But the dummies just keep obsessing over my live streams. They don't realize that I have a whole channel, multiple channels, full of videos. But they're too dumb and too lazy to look beyond the live streams. There's a lot of lazy creatures in this realm. A lot of lazy creatures. And I don't like lazy creatures. I don't like lazy creatures. So if you're a lazy creature, chances are you're in the wrong place. You don't belong here. You should go somewhere else. I don't like lazy creatures. In case you didn't hear me the first couple times. Hello. Hello. This video is about demons. Demons. Ugly, vile creatures. You're in a demonic realm. You don't have to believe that. You can pretend that you're not. You can pretend that this place isn't demonic or wicked or full of demons. Many in this realm want to pretend. They seem comforted by pretending that things are good, or that they're in a good place, or that there's just a few bad people or bad apples here and there. Some of you might misunderstand and think that when I say demons, you might think that I'm speaking about people who are just Satanists or this or that. I'm speaking about actual demons, and I'm kind of giggling because a lot of people doubt it. Or they assume that I'm speaking about them using that term and that I don't mean actual demons. But I do. I don't care how they look. They don't have to look like this. But I also think that even if they did look this obvious, most in this realm would still deny it and say they're not demons. Don't judge them. You're being judgmental. You're being negative. You're being too judgmental, judging on their looks. There's no way to convince people in this realm where they are. Because demons don't have to look like this. They can look like an average man or an average woman. A lot of people in this realm just judge by the surface. They never open the book to look inside, see what's inside. If the surface looks okay, they think it's okay. They have this Hollywood expectation. What would demons look like? Well, surely they'd have to look like something out of a horror movie. Some demonic being that's just roaming around and committing violent, heinous acts out in the open. And I've shown things in my live streams that show videos that real murder and real crime cases, true crime, I guess they call it, category, that show vile acts of demons, kidnapping, torture, violence, murder, hideous acts, including groups of demons, and people will still deny it. That's what people in this realm, people, are experts at doing, is denial. Denial of truth and acceptance of evil, acceptance of lies. People are experts at that in this realm. They're expert at following the crowd. It's almost impossible to break them free from doing what they do. It's almost impossible in this realm to get someone to call them a demon, even if they tortured and murdered your family member. That's how fucked up things are in this place. Hardly anyone goes around and does what I do. And then these quote truthers on YouTube will try to mock me and say, well, he calls everybody a demon. He calls this channel a demon, or he calls poor Jason Braziers from Archaic's channel a demon. And he calls this felon a demon, and this violent creature that's made violent death threats towards him. He calls them a demon, and this one. And he calls these creatures that have brutal, violent past demons. I can spot demons, and I don't make any apologies for that. Maybe you can't. Maybe you will never be able to do what I can do. We're not all the same. We're not all equal. We're not even from the same place. I'm going to end the live stream here. If you want to watch the rest of that video, you're going to have to go on the video and watch it. You're going to have to do something other than be lazy. Go to the video and watch the whole thing. It's a whole 11 minutes and 11 seconds. It's not a long video, but there's a lot of lazy creatures in this realm. Lazy daisies. Lazy daisies. Lazy daisy. I'm going to end the live stream right here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. This is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. Mad love and strength to all good spirits who are tuned in, that are seeking the truth, seeking to understand. The ones that aren't lazy, those are the ones that I respect. But if you're lazy, I don't respect you. I don't care how many hours somebody works at a fucking job to earn shekels. I'm speaking about another type of laziness that is often displayed on YouTube, where they're too lazy to look into things. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. And if you are lazy spiritually, good luck to you, because I think you're staying here in this realm. This is a place for the lazy. You could be lazy here for eternity. You don't have to learn anything. Just stay in this realm. It's simple. It's what most do. Good night to everyone. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Disrupt the system. Choose wisely. Choose freedom.